What's good with y'all boys? Welcome back to another Draw With Me video where we fill up these sticker pages and make something out of nothing. Anyways, we finally got some purple, magenta, and some blue action. So let's get right into this shit. Oh, hello, cap cover. I'm gonna get a new pen. Anyways, we're outside again today. I love that. And today I want to talk about mean people. You know, people that are just like no sense of, you know, anything for the life around them. They're not the only people, you know, that they feel like they might be the only people, you know, living and they're entitled or some shit. I don't know, I don't care how they feel. They're mean. And especially people that are fake nice. Like, those are the meanest. You know, they put on a show or some shit. They can't ever be themselves. Somehow they're magically liked by everybody. You know, it's pretty rare that anybody will dislike them. Those are the meanest people. You know. And nobody fucking likes a mean person. Because, you know, they're not gonna be nice. They're not gonna treat you like, you know, a person. Whether they know you or not. You know, people that are mean for no reason. You just met them and they're doing their job, or you're trying to do your job, or you're just trying to sleep and they're being mean. You can feel the energy. They're stomping around, they're slamming things. Yeah, nobody fucking wants to be around that shit. Nobody, bro. But they're the first to bitch and complain about fucking nothing. Why they're so lonely or something. And it's not because they don't do nothing, but it's because they're fucking mean. Recently, I feel like I've been having my fair share of, you know, mean people. I don't know if it's because I put out some foul energy in the world recently, or it just happens to be by luck. I run into, you know, like I'm calling a place or whatever, and it's people that just don't give a fuck to be on the phone talking. Like shit, I just need some help with something real quick. Whatever. I couldn't even remember where it was or who, you know, so it's not like it matters. It's just an example. Like, people are mean sometimes, and everybody gets angry. But you know who reacts the way that mean people do? Fucking children. I'm mad, so it justifies. You know, slamming shit and yelling. That's fucked up. No, it doesn't. You know, a grown ass fucking adult acting like that. And that makes it alright in your mind? Like, that's fucked up. When people are mean, they feel entitlement. You know, they're selfish. And they're rude. Don't nobody fucking like them. Not even the people that live with them. Don't nobody fucking like that bitch. And when someone's entitled, they feel, you know, they feel that they deserve things without really necessarily earning it, you know? Like, I've been around a few people, you know, and they ain't fucking nothing, bruh. They act like they ain't nothing, and they're entitled to feeling how they feel. Whatever, bruh, that's on you. Don't nobody want to stick around that long enough if you're gonna act like that. Anyways, they felt when people started finally getting mad at them, that like start demanding respect. No, I'm not gonna change my ways until you start showing some respect. Respect? Motherfucker, you don't even respect yourself. You don't even like yourself to be acting this way, bruh. Like, if somebody's gonna be mean and rude for no reason, they're just hating on you just to fucking hate on you, bruh. They don't even fucking like themselves, bruh. And it's a little bit harder in certain situations to get away from that shit. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's just a friend. Like, alright, bro, I'm gonna stop coming around. Sometimes it's your mom or whatever. And until you know, move out and shit, it's gonna have to be dealt with. You know, maybe a little bit more than the friend, whatever. And that's just life, bruh. You know? Everybody gets sad at times, and everybody gets mad at times. Some more than others. But it doesn't justify being a mean person. You're putting that out in the world. Why? You know? Like, I know there's times where I do shit and it's not the nicest, and I feel bad about it. Like, fuck, bro. Like, I don't know the type of day they had. Even though they're notoriously known for being like the meanest person ever, I don't like being around them. I don't like looking at them. I didn't have to do that to them, and I feel bad about it. You know, I reflect on my actions, and maybe in a way for doing that, reflecting and thinking about it, it shows character, and it shows that like you care enough to want to change it. So maybe you're growing out of it, you know? I wouldn't know. I'm around myself every fucking minute of the day. So I couldn't really, you know, say, oh yeah, it's growth now. I don't know. Maybe it is, and maybe it's just pointing it out and reflecting on it. So maybe it's not. But being mean is, you know, it's probably justified by like hard paths. You know, their justifications are just, oh, you know, well, I had a bad day, or I had a hard life. Nah, bruh, fuck you, bruh. No. Maybe you did, but that don't fucking mean nothing, bruh. That's fucked up. Cause now you're making everybody else have a bad day or a bad moment. You know? Cause I've been around a lot of people, whatever, they, you know, they talk about themselves so highly, like they built this shrine for themselves, you know? And all they're saying is like, oh yeah, this person thinks this about me and they think I'm so funny, or whatever, you know? Talking about themselves. Like, probably don't even fuck with themselves, bruh. They probably don't even fucking like looking in the mirror and shit. It's sad to say, bruh. It's sad when I think about it, who I'm referring to. Because I know exactly what it is. I won't be specific. I won't try to be. But shit, bruh. The way you act shows fucking character. The way you talk and the way you fucking look, bruh. That shit's fucked up. Because it's not fucking nice. It don't matter how, like, calm anybody is nowadays, or, like, they've grown to be, or nice. They still get angry, and they still probably have those moments where they, flash out or some shit, whatever you want to call it. And, fuck, Brett, I mean, I can't help but say it's probably normal, maybe it's not, but as long as you're not hurting nobody, like, I get it, you're angry, feel it out, but don't hurt nobody's feelings. Don't break nothing, don't fucking disturb the peace. Cause some people, they get mad. Like I remember being like hella young, and I was on the game with this kid that I met. Like he was the homie. We were both kids, but like he was younger than me by like a year or two. So I don't know, whatever. And like he would always get like hella fucking mad, bruh. But then he would start crying. And I never like thought nothing of it, but I remember one time he was telling me, he's like, bro, when I cry, like, it makes it feel like better, like, it makes me kind of calm in a way. I was like, shit, maybe it is, I didn't really, I was too young to really understand that that is what is happening. That's the psychology of it, tears are healing. And maybe these angry ass fucking people, these mean ass fucking people aren't crying enough. And that's their fucking issue. They're too fucking tough to cry. But nah, they're too fucking weak to be real. Cause when you admit the way you feel to somebody, and you think it's in the right moment to like, damn, this shit kind of got me sad or whatever, right? Like more like personal feelings. Like someone could be mad, but they could be like, it's more likely they'll express the anger instead of like sadness in like public, right? Or with your friends. Like, not everybody's gonna cry in public, and not everybody's gonna cry in front of the homies and shit. Unless it really gets to that point. But if somebody's mad, it's more than likely, they're gonna more than likely yell, like, hit something or whatever, right? Do whatever they do in a very negative way to express that emotion. But when they express, the more deeper feelings, that when they're alone, like, oh, I feel sad, like the people, the first person to fucking clown on it is the first person you should probably fucking let go. Cause a real friend, a real supporter would listen. They probably wouldn't. I mean, I think a better one would probably not say nothing at first. They just listen. They let you say what you gotta say, to the point where you end up breaking yourself. That it just ends up getting let out. And then they start talking. They start giving their advice. Cause you can go to them to just not talk about it and hear something back. because that's all you need sometimes is a better perspective, a different perspective. Because I remember talking to my homie about it a few months ago. I don't remember exactly what we were talking about. I remember, like, setting up like a business and like cutting hair, right? Shit like that. And I go, bro, I'm gonna lie, like this is like kind of difficult, you know? Like, I won't lie, I don't know what I'm doing, bro. And he goes, well, have you thought about like handing out a business card? I was like, yeah, I've thought about it. I mean, I haven't taken no action, but I haven't, you know, it's been on my mind, it's passed my mind. And there was like a few things that I had mentioned, or one of the things I had mentioned was like, I was like, you know what, bro, like I wouldn't know how to like put my my contact information on there, you know, because I wouldn't want to put my address on, you know, a card and hand it out. I wouldn't, you know, that just seems a little odd. I mean, it could work, but I wouldn't want anybody just showing up and the potential or the possibility I'm just not there and whatever, right? You don't know how people get and they know where you live. I don't know, this is weird. He's like, well, shit, bro, would you ever think about just putting like your number on there? And I stopped to think about it for a minute. I'm like, nah, bro, I didn't. I didn't think about that. I feel like that's so like, that's like common sense. How did I not think about that? And he goes, well, shit, bro, it don't matter if it's common sense or not. Like, you're thinking about it all day. You're thinking about it the most. So all all it takes is a little conversation with somebody to get a different perspective, and they could tell you something you weren't even thinking about. I'm like, shit, you're right, bro. Like that's hella cool, you know, like. And since then, like, it kind of changed my perspective on, you know, getting a perspective, and it's a good thing because it makes me feel less like hard on myself because of that. Like, because even after that moment, and this is only just recently when that conversation happened between us, but even after that moment, there's been a few times I like to talk to somebody about something I'm thinking about a lot, a new idea, a new perspective, or whatever, goal idea, and they say one of some simple stuff, is some simple advice. Oh my gosh, and I started thinking back to that conversation me and the homie had on the gang. And I'm like, yeah, shit, bro, that's where it's from, you know, like, this is me getting a new perspective on it, because I didn't think about that. And I thought in that moment, I'm like, man, this was hella fucking smart, bro. This was hella smart. How did I not, you know, realize that? Like, I always knew, like, talking to somebody's good, but I guess I never really realized why. Because you're going for a new perspective, you're going to, you know, yeah, advice, but that's the advice. A new perspective, change your mindset on it, and, you know, shift your energy towards a better thinking. I think that's perfect, you know. There's not a lot of perfect things in the world, but I think that mindset is. Because what are we, you know, here for, right? Like, you think about it, brother, there's like 8 billion people now, right? A few years ago it was only like 7 billion. There's 8 billion people in the world, all over the world. And you don't think like one of our biggest things to really embrace is each other? You know, they say love is like the strongest form of energy in the world. And, you know, being in a relationship, you know, a sexual relationship or whatever, right? A deep bonding, that doesn't have to be, that's just one form of love. That's like the most like talked about and, you know, probably popular form of love, right? But there's relationships. You could love the homies, you could love your parents, you could love your sisters, your brothers, whatever. Your animals even. And you don't think, like, we have these emotions and these thoughts to really challenge us to better ourselves, and the people around us to help us to reflect on ourselves. Some people write, and some people do other things. A lot of people probably don't do anything to reflect and think. But talking's gotta be one of the most, best and popular forms of reflection. Just because you're voicing your thoughts and you got somebody that's trusted right there, a trusted individual to listen and, speak back to tell you it's alright. It's alright to feel that way. And it's alright to be where you're at right now, doing what you're doing. You'll have that drive and you'll have that motivation to want to take action. Then you will take action. And then that action will lead to more drive and motivation to changing as a person. All it takes is all it takes is one step to just be better. Like, I had, I wouldn't call him a teacher, but his job was like, when students graduated, he helped them get a job. And I know he's a popular guy. I know he is. This guy has connections all over the place, all over the state, maybe different states. He knows a lot of people, right? This man carries 2 phones with him, a work phone and his personal phone. It makes sense. I could understand that. Bro, get the fuck. But I would reach out to him like, hey bro, I need some help. Landing a job. And landing opportunity and shit. And he wouldn't, he would leave that shit on red. He wouldn't respond. And I was getting kind of upset about it because I was like, man, this isn't it your job to help, bro? Like, fuck. I was feeling entitled. I felt like I was kind of not owed it, but I deserved it, damn near. Like, shit, bro. Like, I just need some help. I just need like a counselor, damn near, just someone to talk to about what am I, gonna do? How am I gonna figure this out? And then I tried calling again, no answer. Or I texted him that first time and no response, and then I called like again later, and like another day, and he didn't pick up, so I just left a message, and yeah, still no response. But then like the other day, I was looking at his Instagram, bro. I'll be honest, I was being nosy, I was stalking, whatever. And he was like, what's going on, guys? I'm announcing my retirement, and I'm sorry about, I want to thank everybody that I've worked with, all my coworkers, and all the students, past and future, or past and present, I think. And, I apologize for any shortcomings of my own, and I hope it all works out. He said something like that, and that's what stood out to me. I'm sorry about all those shortcomings. I started to think about myself in that moment, like there was a shortcoming on me, like he couldn't get to me. And I realize now, like, Well, I realized in that moment, but I'm talking about it now, like, that's alright. And, maybe it was for the best, you know? Because, look, he wasn't a bad person. Not at all. But I feel like, I don't know, like, I feel like, he kinda showed favoritism towards certain things. So I guess that's where I took it personal for making assumptions, because I don't know if that's how he felt. Whether he liked you or not, he didn't make it clear and obvious that he did or didn't. And I don't think that's a bad person. He's just doing his job, you know? That's his job, is to help people that need help. And that's it. He could work with you. Let's say he don't fucking like you. He could work with you, and then he'd call it. So maybe that was it. I'm alright with that. I don't need to be liked by everybody and be accepted by everybody. You know? Because not everybody's gonna like him. Not everybody's gonna like, you know, this person or that person. But there's gonna be people that do. And those are gonna be the people that care about you the most. That could tell you to your face that you're fucking up, that you're just not doing right. And what you need to do is better for the future of yourself and, you know, your kids and your family and whatever the situation is. They'll let it be known that shit, bro, you're fucking up, you know, get off your ass and do something. Go on a run. Do fucking something, bro. Like, shit, bro, I appreciate it, cause, you know, I'm not even hard on myself to let myself know, like, I'm fucking up. I realize it, but I'm not telling myself, you know, do something, fix it. Whatever the situation is, when you finally have those real people gravitate towards you, I think it's best to do all that you can to keep them in your life and grow with them. So I was talking about, like, I saw this video, he's talking about, you know, someone's not responding, it's alright, just cut them off, they're probably dead weight. And, I guess, when I think about that shit, it's true, but, like, I was thinking about it more the other day. Yeah, that might be, you know, probably true, yeah, most of the time. But then there's homies that I'm thinking about, like, man, I got hella love for them, bruh. They were there when I needed it. I don't think they're, like, dead weight in the form of, like, they ain't got shit to really help, but they also probably not doing a whole lot more, reaching their full potential, right? Neither am I. So maybe I'm the dead weight too, getting cut off. And that's alright. I'm alright with that because I'm working on myself. I just don't let it be known in such a public way. I think word of mouth is better, you know? Let somebody see you, and let somebody see the progress that but knew you before, you know? Because in everybody's mind, there's a form of you that exists, and past or present, when they think about you, that's just how they think about you. Damn, that person was really fucking mean. Damn, that person was really fucking nice. And shit, whether you're a fucking mean ass person before, or you're just a really nice person to begin with, if you're like mean and angry and you're calm now, you took years to really grow on that and be better. It shows. It shows in your posture. It shows in your appearance. You don't have to go around boasting about it. I used to be really fucking mean and angry. Now I'm not. That's cool, bruh. Shit. Let it speak for itself. Cause you'll know. You say, damn, look at that person. They're hella fine, right? They're a really attractive person. Oh shit, bro. I got my black pen, bro. Alright, anyways, I'll just continue. You go, damn, that's, you know, a really good looking person, individual. And you kind of wonder why, like, why are they so, you know, attractive in this form, right? And you think, and then you start to think about it too much and like, oh, they're kind of mysterious. I don't know why. I don't know why. And that's probably why, you know, they just worked on themselves and they've done so much that they've made so much progress that they wouldn't even realize. But it's there. Because, you know, God's working with them behind those closed doors. Look, bro, remember when I said, like, your actions behind closed doors show? It does, you know. In your confidence, in your appearance, everything. And not everybody could be, you know, have a perfect day. You know, I feel good right now. I feel good. Sometimes you don't, but you're also really, really working hard behind those closed doors. But you just still feel like trash. You know, you feel like trash. It's gonna happen, bro. You just can't let it show, you know. Don't mean you gotta walk out the fucking house and blow money on, you know, designer shit, designer fucking clothing. Man, designer clothing belongs in the trash, bruh. That simple ass shit ain't even real simple, bruh. You know what it is? Go to the thrift store, you'll find some real simple shit that's way better than that fucking trash that I'm talking about. Seriously, bruh. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. All those clothing brands, man, that shit belongs in the trash with it. I don't even care. I said, damn, bro, well, I worked hard on my clothing brand. Shit, not hard enough, bro. That looks like the other man's. That looks like the next man's. That looks like the man's before you. Different designing, different fucking, like, name, different font. It's the same bullshit. Anyways, like I said, you don't gotta be walking around and shit like that to feel good. But you also don't gotta be walking around in pajamas and shit. Sweats, sweats is alright. I think it's alright as long as they're like, it make it look good, right? But I'm talking about like real pajama pants, you know, the plaid ones. Bro, keep that shit in the bedroom, bruh. What the fuck? Like, fuck. Like I remember like I used to see fools walking around and it's like a hot ass summer day and they're wearing these, you know, pajama pants. Like, we'll go put on some jeans, bruh. I don't know. Oh. I don't know. I mean, I just see what I see. It's not me wearing that shit, so it's whatever. I'm not saying I didn't. I don't know about no hot ass summer day or it being daytime anyways. Maybe I did, I just don't remember, but I remember the homie came over a few years ago. And we're all like, yeah, bro, I'm gonna cut all my hair off. And then he's like, alright, let's do it. He comes over, starts fucking around. And then afterwards, I go to take a shower and I just get into some pajamas, you know, I'm done with the day. It's like hella late anyways. It's too late to be doing shit. So I get up in my my plaid pajama pants, right? And we go to Walmart, and that's it. That's it. I don't know. I think it's different. I mean, when it's pajama day at school, shit, bro, go for it. Me personally, I don't got no pajama pants. Well, nah, not no more. None that I wear anymore. I just got sweats. And I would always just wear sweats on pajama day. But if I did have pajama pants during that time, shit, hell yeah, I would've. Shit, I don't see why not. It's to be said that all of your observations are, you know, a form of you, a reflection of you. So, maybe it's just me, angry and mean and rude. Maybe it is, bruh. Like I said, maybe I'm the dead weight. I don't fucking care, bruh. I'm not saying I don't care in the sense of I don't care to change, but if that's me, who am I to feel sorry about that for myself? That just means I gotta change. That's alright. Change is hard, but change is good. And the only reason I think about that now is because I'm looking at these eyes, and I think about a lot of my drawings. I always make very angry faced drawings. And I think they're like the coolest fucking shit ever. I won't lie. Like, these eyes have got to be the coolest thing I've ever kind of gotten good at making. One of the coolest things, like top 5, top 3. I don't care, bro. Just cause it gives more personality to it. There's been times, like I've been trying to draw the angry eyes, and I end up fucking it up, and they kind of look like sad eyes. I'm like, ah, shit. So I can't, undo it. It's pen. So I just go with the drawing. It's fine. So like I said, maybe it's me that's just angry all the time. I feel like it's really hard to really know sometimes. Like to observe yourself. So it could be hard to like realize that, Sometimes, I'm not saying all the time. Like you do something really bad and, you don't just kind of go on with the day and not remember or reflect on it. Because I feel like I do, that's why. I feel like in order for things to change, you have to change too, because energy feeds off of energy. So if you do something that makes you happy, everybody around you seems ecstatic too. I've noticed that. Like I'll go out and I'll ride the skateboard, I'll come back, and it just seems like everybody's trying to, such a happier mood. Because I feel like I'm in a happier mood. Same thing with that mean and anger. Mean people and anger. Maybe you're the one to be mean too. Being mean. Think about it. If you're putting out mean energy, negativity out, you're just gonna kill everybody's mood. They're gonna start being mean and rude back. But even laughter, you think about laughter, it's hella contagious when it's real. Cause then there's that forced laughter. Like, bruh, that shit was not funny, bruh. Like, why are you fake laughing at that shit, bruh? Whatever. But when it's real laughter and it's loud, man, that shit could be funny as fuck. You'll have people laughing and they don't even know why they laughing, bro. They giggling over there too, smiling and shit. That's what's funny about us. You could be so hurt and so, feel so dehumanized by somebody that make you laugh, and it's hard to walk away, cause not nobody can make you laugh like that. But somebody making you laugh, somebody's gonna make you cry, they're gonna make you angry, they're gonna make you feel all emotions to an extreme. But when you done been through it all, and you just run into another rude person, another person having a shitty day, taking that on you. For whatever reason, I don't even know you. I'm not gonna know you anymore after this interaction. But I just had to receive all your negative energy. It just kind of brushes over you, bro. You don't even care enough to take it upon yourself to feed into it. Damn, that person was mean and rude. Whatever, bruh. There's been worse. Because there's actually people that you like and that you want to be around and talk to. And they're just having a bad day. They'd rather not. Or they just rather wouldn't want to. Bruh, I joined up on so many group posts. Like back when I used to play Fortnite, bruh, I would join up on group posts to try to meet people and like make friends. And man, there was always like 90% of the time, these were just gonna be people that were being so mean, like so hateful. And I'm like, damn, bro, like, is it even worth it to try to make friends anymore with y'all, bro? Like, y'all is like so mean. Or being hella fucking annoying. Like, I remember I joined up on this one party, and there was like hella heads up in there, bro. And then there was this one kid like trying to get like attention, He's doing like voice impressions, trying to do voice impressions, trying to be funny, bro. That shit was not funny, bro. But he starts talking like Mickey Mouse and shit. I'm like, damn, bro, this kid needs to shut the fuck up, bro. I know, that shit was annoying, bro. And he eventually got the attention he deserved, or he was looking for, because the party host was like, bro, shut the fuck up, bro, you're annoying. And, they had kicked him, bro. They had kicked him after he was pleading and shit. Oh no, like he was talking in his funny ass voice, bro. My bad, his fucking annoying ass voice impression, right? Because that shit was not funny, bro. And then the host is like, bro, shut your ass up, bro. I'm gonna kick you, bro. He starts pleading. He snaps in this and like going from his little voice impression to his normal voice. And he's like, no, I'm sorry, and he gets fucking kicked. Like, bro, get the fuck out of here, bro. And after that shit, I just left. I mean, there was so many people in the party, bro. I was like, there's not even any point to staying in this shit. Y'all ain't even playing the game, bro. They was on like Roblox. They were playing Roblox in a Fortnite party post, group post. I was like, what the hell? Cause I had asked several times, like, yo, y'all trying to play like squads or something? I'm you know, I'll be down to play. And they was like, nah, we're playing this. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, right there. So I was like, alright, well, fuck it, I'm gonna get out of here. I didn't even say nothing, I just leave. I just said leave party. It's not like anybody's gonna really care, right? And if they do, they won't care for any longer than they should. Hey, when I went in Starbucks right like a few minutes ago to let the dog in, I was looking at the desk right of my pens. I got my black pen right here. Oh damn, seems a little low on ink, right? Whatever. Wait. Okay, yeah, okay, it's like this. Alright then, y'all, this is what we got. This is how we ended it. Appreciate y'all for watching.